I visited Burkina Faso last year, 2025, right? And why did I visit Burkina Faso? Not Mali, not Niger, but Burkina Faso, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you why I visited Burkina Faso and also share with you what I really find fascinating about the country and the people of the country, Burkina Faso. See, Burkina Faso has been the most talked about African country, right, in the past years, 2024, 2025, right? It is the African country that united black people all around the world for a protest against American General Land. You know, we already know now. It's not like back then, you know, people don't have access to internet, but now people have access to information, internet, and all of that, so that they understand how America operates. We already know when America wants a regime change, right? What they do is to paint the country bad or paint the leader bad, right? So they can overthrow that leader. So black people already know this, right? So when General Langley made a report about Ibrahim Traore, that Ibrahim Traore is, stealing the gold of the country to empower and enrich himself or protect himself, right? We stood fast, right? We acted fast and say, no, we are going to protest because they want to take away this all in leader, right? This young leader that is making a lot of development improvements in Africa, right? So everybody protested across the globe, in Europe, in the Caribbean, Africa, even in America, right? So Burkina Faso has been the most talked about country, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I was really curious, right? Why is it Burkina Faso, not Mali, not Niger, right? Because Mali and Niger also like broke through French neo-colonial era, right? So why is it Burkina Faso? Why Mali? So I make a trip to Burkina Faso. I made a trip there to go and find out what is really fascinating or why is this country, you know, always in the news. Why always Burkina Faso, right? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you. So if it's your first time here, please, I appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. Also share this video so we can continue supporting the Sahel and Burkina Faso, right? So that's how you can help this channel by subscribing and also share the video, like this video as well, right? Let's get right into it. Number one thing I really find fascinating about the country is how safe the country is, right? See, I can't lie. When I was going to Burkina Faso, I had a lot of fear in my mind, right? Knowing that it's a military regime country. You already know this trick they play with our minds with the news and all of that. So I was having that kind of like um fear or caution in my mind visiting, right? But when I arrived in Burkina Faso, the capital Ouagadougou, right, there is just that something that gave me that inner peace within, right? That make me felt that, oh, don't worry, it is safe here. Nobody like told me, but I just felt that within that it is safe. Do your thing, right? So that was even what that gave me the 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 energy, the mind to go around do whatever I want to do, my research, finding out about things, right? Bro, I was even riding in the middle of the night on top of a scooter, right, in Burkina Faso, in the middle of the night, 11 to 12. It was so safe. Even the fresh air, right? The country is safe. So it was really fascinating as well as it was really like a culture shock. Like it was really shocking to me how, you know, the country can be that safe with all the news. Like I said earlier, Burkina Faso, of course, is the most talked about country, and most of the things you hear from the country is yeah positive, right? Sorry, negative. Just like they can paint the country bad, right? But I felt so safe in the country. Right? Second thing I really find fascinating about the country is the culture, is how cultured the people are. And when I say how cultured the people are, I mean the way they dress, the way they embrace their food, the way they embrace, you know, their their attire. You can really feel that you are in an African land, right? There is not that much of westernization there. Even the way they embrace each other, right? In Burkina Faso, I saw people greet for more than 2 minutes just standing there, asking, questions. You know, you don't speak the language, but even when you, by observing around, right, when you see people meet, that caring that they stand, how are you, you know, they can spend more than 2 minutes just greeting. That is genuine. That is pure, right? And you look at it, right? It is not just among themselves. Even you as a um, non-Burkinabe, right? The way they care about you, the concern they show, even though you don't speak their language or you don't speak the same language, they have that time for you. Even when you are asking about something, they embrace you just like you are one of them. It's like a culture, like welcoming people, make people feel safe, right? Especially their fellow Africans, right? It is part of their culture. These are well cultured people. They wanna make you feel safe, they wanna make you feel okay. It is the it is one of the African countries actually I have visited that I felt like, yeah, I have been treated just like the way some white people, feel when they visit Africa, right? They give you that premium treatment. They will welcome you. They make you feel like you are part of them. So that I really find fascinating about the country, and they are really so organized. Number three thing is electricity. Burkina Faso got stable electricity. I can't lie. I was really impressed because I've been to some of these so-called democratic African countries, right? Where they think because they are democratic states, they are better, you know, than Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso should, you know, go back to democratic rule or whatever it is, right? My country of origin, Sierra Leone, for example, the current chairman of ECOWAS, right, is the president of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone don't even have stable electricity, right? And we already know other African countries that don't have stable electricity. But being in Burkina Faso throughout my time, I didn't even see like a light out. That was so interesting. I really found that amazing about the country, right? So I think it is very important we learn that, right? Especially if you look at African politics now, we don't have to keep living in you know, this illusion that democracy is the only way, right, for Africa. Even if we have a military rule in Africa, in any African country, right, that is doing great for the people and setting like kind of like standards, right, rather examples. I think Africans, it's time we start embracing those kind of like rules, right? Because we already know this so-called democracy is a new colonial policy that was imposed on Africans after colonization. So they didn't want to like leave Africa completely. So they still install some kind of like policies so they can control Africa from far. That's why you see these puppet leaders representing their puppet masters through this democracy in Africa. So, being a regime country, Burkina Faso, right, and looking at how the country is under attack by the international forces, and there was still a stable electricity, like in the capital city, Ouagadougou. I think that was really amazing. That was really fascinating about Burkina Faso. Number four is the food. Oh man, I love the food in Burkina Faso, right? And when I say I love the food, I have a specific reason of why I love the food. And that reason is not even how it tastes, how the food tastes in Burkina Faso. The reason is how healthy the people of Burkina Faso eat, right? Their food don't have those kind of like addiction taste, right? Like your so-called KFC, McDonald's, right? But anything you eat there, because I was really eating more of the local food in Burkina Faso, like their local dishes, right? And you can tell how healthy the food is. Even besides like the main dishes, even the fruits like I used to buy when I was in Burkina Faso, it is organic. So if you are planning to visit Burkina Faso, this is one thing, this is one advantage, right? You should not take for granted. There you eat healthy healthy fruit, organic fruit, right? Even the food, their rice, right? And because it's a country that really invests a lot in agriculture, right? I mean, if you follow up Ibrahim Traore, you already know how Ibrahim Traore invested in in agriculture, right? So mm, when I was in Burkina Faso, I really felt that, right, this is the right way of eating, right? Their food is so organic, their food is so natural. So when you are in Burkina Faso, right, you're gonna eat healthy. That I guarantee you. So that's actually one of the things I really find fascinating about the country. And the last but not least, right, development. Oh man, see, I'm not gonna tell you that Burkina Faso is already a developed country. So you go there with the expectations, right? To see skyscrapers, modern roads, all those, interchange, layovers. That's not what I'm telling you, right? Because I always say we need to start seeing Burkina Faso or the AES, right, as a woman that has gone through a lot, right? That has gone through a broken marriage, divorce marriage, from France and all of that. Now she's trying to heal. She's trying to like find herself, right? This is how I want you to see Burkina Faso. It has not like developed already, right? But it is developing. And just being around Ouagadougou, right? I saw a lot of projects going on, right? And you can even tell how the people, right, are also ready to work with Ibrahim Traore. In my previous video, I even posted an interview I did with one of the patriotic ladies, right? So it is country that is building, right? They have not like arrived there yet, but they are building. There are a lot of things going on there, right? In terms of tourism, also, you can visit actually. I mean, I already said, um, Ouagadougou is very, very, very safe. Even though my visit was the same time of the grand return by the ADDI when there are over 500 African Americans and Africans in the diaspora visited Burkina Faso. So I was also there, and I really saw how organized. I would just say, give Burkina Faso 3 to 5 years with no interruption, with no um France being distracting them or whatever, because like Ibrahim Traore already said, Black Winter is coming, right? Hopefully Black Winter doesn't succeed, right? So with all that being said, give Burkina Faso 3 to 5 years. Trust me, that country is gonna be really, really special. And not only Burkina Faso, but the rest of the Sahel, right? Because they are really setting the blueprint. That being said, if you made it to this point of my video, I really want to appreciate you. I think this is not all actually I even experience about Burkina Faso. I'm gonna do part two of this video. So I think I will appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. Once again, share this video and like this video, right? Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.